Feel a little more. Ooh.
Will you show me your butthole?
I think bald is sexy.
Mm.
It's all good.
How old are you again, DJ Alexa?
I'm not telling.
We're all giving up ages and hairlines today.
I always say I'm older than I really am on accident. I don't even know my age anymore.
Yeah. Eventually, the rings are too many to count around the tree.
Ooh.
You just stop. Look at this goddamn intro she made. Holy shit, she's good.
Do you have the tweet up and everything? Okay, cool.
The last episode.
Episode.
Well, at least the last one I could find.
Part of blindsidepods.com.
This is all
Keeping a
fascinating.
watchful eye on the media. The podcast too real for radio. You're listening to Trash Talk with Blind Mike and MHB.
Who? Who the fuck is MHB?
Exactly. Do we know who MHB is?
No, but he's gonna be. So join us next week for Gearbox. That was MHB. Who the fuck are you?
Look at that fresh face on Blind Mike. Look at that.
I know. No beard. Look at him. He looks so young.
And like lighter, like a young light.
When I was getting this today, that was the only thing I couldn't pull off was the facial hair. I'm like at the glasses, and I got this.
So fucking
couldn't pull off the facial hair.
He was only 26 at this point, basically. So, just a baby. Think about
that. When you were 26, were you listening to Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern and doing podcasts and shit? This is a very weird 20.
No, I was out getting drunk with my friends.
Exactly. Yeah, I might have been listening, but I sure wasn't thinking about producing doing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just say that I found the youngest, biggest talent and attached myself like. Well, here we go. Go on, DJ.
50 pounds lighter. I'm mean
hold on, DJ. Let me try one thing.
Wait, what? What?
BF Ran.
You.
A little fun trivia for you.
Yeah.
Blind Mike and Jake Hudson are exactly the same age.
Really?
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's process that one.
That's a hard one to process.
It is so hard to process.
Ready to do this.
I don't know who's older. I don't know who's younger. It's so confusing.
What's up, man? Yeah, the cigarettes
Jake looks
and
as
Slim
old as
Fast
Mike
diet.
Axe.
That's what
Yes, and acts as young as Mike thinks. It's so confusing. Sorry, DJ Alex.
It's okay. I just rewound it because we missed the intro, so you wouldn't get what they're talking about.
We want to see every second of it. I'm sorry. I will
shut up,
Yeah.
guys.
Here we go.
You're listening to Trash Talk with Blind Mike and MHB.
That's right, bitch. 50 pounds lighter. I'm mean and lean. Ready to go.
Big 5-0.
Ready to do this.
That's
MHB?
quite an accomplishment.
What's
I
going
think
on,
that.
pal?
What's up, man? Yeah, the cigarettes and Slim Fast diet. That's
Yes.
what I've been told that you've been doing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I shove what's the shit you shove up your ass to lose weight? Am I thinking of the
Enemas?
right thing? Enemas, yeah. And shoving those up there,
Man's
Down
dick,
your throat?
Yeah.
Can you just imagine just Mike and he's like, am I doing it right? He's got an enema, but he's putting it in the wrong end.
Well, I'm worried about the last couple weeks here because I could still have 11.5 pounds to lose.
Yeah.
And I'm worried because I'm hobbled. I've suffered an injury.
What did you do?
So my exercise might
Did
be.
you hurt yourself masturbating again?
No, I have like
Not again, Mike. Come on.
I have
You're not
like
supposed to use the window fan like that.
I have a cracked rib. I don't know.
You cracked your. How did you crack? Oh, so you were trying to do the little self masturbation there, the little self suck.
I wish it were that dignified.
You know, Marilyn.
It's weird to watch Blind Mike work with someone that works so hard. Krieger's doesn't work this hard. It's so funny to watch.
Manson removed his ribs
Yes.
to do that. So listen, man,
Yeah.
you got a ways to go.
MHB is trying to make Blind Mike a second Mike guy.
Yeah,
before you
he
get there.
is.
I wish.
No, really, what happened? What happened though?
I'd rather not say.
Oh, so I was right. Okay.
No,
I see.
I
So it was a sex injury. I see. Okay.
I ran into a dumpster.
This is a real story.
He's like MHB's rolling. He's like,
The combination of the butt chin that I can now see in the dumpster story are classic.
Now,
Like we're talking a big ass.
it
Like,
came out
fucking
of nowhere.
dumpster, right? We're not talking about like your run of the mill little like plastic dumpster.
No, a gigantic dumpster.
How well?
dumpster.
Never
Well,
mind. You're blind. Of
I'm
course
blind, but let's in fairness to me here, I was running, and when I get a little
Why?
Blind Mike, the best off-screen swallower you will ever meet.
Why does he go running out in public and he's blind?
Have you ever, be a friend, have you ever seen a man swallow away from the mic better than this man?
I'm gonna have to pick up on it now. That you
Oh,
pointed it
it's
out.
amazing. Now that I've said it, you will not see anything but that.
Okay, all right.
steam going, it's the eyes jar around a little more. I'm not as focused, and someone's coming the
Not as
opposite direction,
focused.
so I have to get out of their way, and I move to my left and fucking nail the corner of a dumpster.
Oh,
I went down like a sack of bricks, and no one stopped to help me or anything. I think everyone was just like, well, this guy's obviously mentally
Insane?
challenged. I don't want to embarrass him and offer him help. Let's just let him hobble there on the side of the road.
Yeah, they might have done that.
Yeah.
If it was Andrew Berkshire, they might have called you the R word.
Oh my goodness. I don't go for that kind of talk.
Because Barstools, Barstool is very, very offensive. They would never say something like that.
Barstool's very offensive. Legion of Skanks
Milo,
very offensive.
Legion
We
of
got a lot
God damn, he's talking about skanks 5 years ago. Jesus Christ.
of a lot of outrage on today's program.
But it's only appropriate. I just got to say this. It's only appropriate that on a show called Trash Talk,
How is blind? Okay. Hold on.
what?
My Google speaker was on, but I'm going to do this. Hi, my name is Casey Day. I host the Demon Hack Ride. Louis J. Gomez. You're a fan of Blind Mike. He's talking about you 5 years ago. You should maybe have him on your show. I don't know. Just a thought. Okay, that's all.
Good plug.
I think so. I think I mean, why is he not on the goddamn show?
Blind Mike breaks his ribs running into trash.
Speaking of which, did you guys see the news tonight? This is a good time to break into this.
News about what?
Oh, Louis J. Gomez. Do you know who that is,
Yes.
BF friend?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is, DJ Electra?
Yep.
All right. Well, he may have entered the Dabbleverse today.
Why? How?
Really?
What?
Is that something that you might be interested in seeing?
Yeah.
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right,
because
let me
those paths, those streams don't always cross.
let me show you. All right. What am I showing you here?
Oh boy.
It is a tweet that is
a
a stuttering John who said Venmo me to Louis J. Gomez, who said, I don't know what you guys have told him to do, but this is hilarious. And what happened here was there was a fake Louis J. Gomez in John's chat
yes.
that said, come on my show and I'll give you money. And now
Oh
John
my
is actually
God.
chatting the real Louis J. Gomez. Welcome to the Dabbleverse, Louis J. The rattlesnake is here.
John can
No.
never figure out when he's getting trolled.
And he and Louis J. Gomez is perfect for the Dabbleverse. Oh my God! Just come in here and just start punching, just start swinging. Hey, oh, there's Kevin Brennan, Pat Dixon, Nobody Loves Onions, Shuley, everyone. Just start swinging everywhere. This is your universe. We want you in it. Anyway,
Yes, that's yes.
It couldn't have happened any other way.
Right.
I am the auto fellatio thing. I was honestly hoping it would be that.
No, like I said,
but-
not quite that dignified.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have more respect for myself if that's what I was doing.
As would I.
Yeah.
As would I. Yes, the utmost respect.
So,
So,
yeah,
so
we-
did have you got?
oh, right there is why MHB is not on the show anymore, because Blind Mike was about to go into something on his show, and MHB was taking over.
That's possibly why they're not doing a show together anymore.
Is it? I'm learning something about Blind Mike here. He's not patty cake. He's not playing patty cake. I'm boss man. I'm the guy that's leading the show here. MHB, you get the fuck out of here.
Medical attention, my friend.
No, I'm just rubbing some dirt on it, hoping it goes away.
A broken rib? You're gonna hope that goes away?
I don't think it's broken. It doesn't hurt. I would know if it was broken, right? It just hurts. Like this. Hurts.
You hear stories about people they've got like a
Looks
rib
fine to me.
floating around there in their body somewhere, and then at some point it like pokes their heart and lungs, and they just die slowly.
Well, that would be nice. That's what I'm really hoping for.
That's what you were hoping
Sweet
for.
relief.
You had a tweet about suicide today. I thought it was very offensive. Your suicide.
No,
tweet.
no.
I know.
No.
I was honestly horrified in you. I can't. I mean, come on, man. You got to do better than that.
We'll get into my my tweets later.
Oh, we gonna get to your
What?
tweets. And
What
I
outrage?
gotta
We're-
say that it was very nice hosting a show with you, Mike. But at some point, you gotta. I'm like a peacock, man. You gotta let me fly.
Will I be
And,
canceled?
Yes, we're gonna start. Actually, believe me, I've got the draft saved in my phone,
Mhm.
and it just says in all caps, "Cancel Blind Mike."
Okay.
And I'm going to be sending out some tweets throughout this episode,
All right.
basically showing Mike to be. Let's see what we've got. We've got some bigotry.
These are all false, by the way.
But I like this idea, DJ Electrify. I like that
You
we
do?
write down. Yes. I like that we like. So imagine promoting this in the sense where like, oh, Blind Mike's all bigotry now. Oh, here's Blind Mike and there's all this racism right now on YouTube. Check it out. It's a great promotion tool.
Mhm.
Oh, my goodness.
We've got ableism here.
Oh, God.
We've got
Ableism.
He's an ableist.
racism.
That was the best one.
He is an ableist. He hates Walter White Jr. He totally is an ableist.
Clearly. More ableism.
I'm so curious.
Let's see here. Sexist, blatant sexism.
Blatant sexism. Well, I
Blatant-
told
I want MHB on the next show.
so later in the show, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. I always defend these
Which
guys
is
that-
ironically not on his own penis.
I defend these guys that get in trouble for speech. So I said, you know what? Time to put your money where your mouth is, Mike. Let investigative journalist MHB do a Twitter audit of me and see if I have anything to any sins to atone for.
All right, what is Barstool? Anyone? DJ Electrify, explain.
Well, they're gonna talk about Barstool. So Barstool, anyone
I don't. I
want some
don't
Barstool?
really-
Anyone?
Barstool,
I
anyone?
don't.
Do you know what Barstool is?
I don't. When I search that, I get a weird message.
Oh, that's part of the you are not allowed to watch or discuss or think about.
Yeah, you can't cross
Well,
the streams.
Barstool started out as a newspaper in the Boston area, I believe. Correct? BFRN, do you know?
I'm not
Howdy,
sure where
friend.
they started out, but I know they are quite the big online kind of sports media site.
Yeah, and then they went into podcasting and
All I
made
know is that
millions and millions of dollars.
all I know is that the guy who owned Barstool sold it for $500 million, and then they sold it back to him for $1.
Yeah.
So
About
he is.
Portnoy?
Yeah. So
Dave
he may.
Portnoy.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, he may be the greatest business person on the planet.
Yeah, I see
And-
him doing
Oh,
these
yeah,
viral
Portnoy.
videos of his pizza videos and all. So I do see some Barstool stuff out there.
Mm-hmm. So Blind Mike used to work for Barstool, if anybody
Oh.
knew that or didn't know
I know.
that.
I did not.
Now
know
you
that.
know.
He was the first intern hired by Barstool Sports.
Puberty there, Casey?
I was on for 3 hours last night with Wendy.
Oh,
Um,
excuses?
Oh,
But I think if you go and watch, no, if you go and watch, if you do a search of Blind Mike
Oh yeah, Portnoy.
and Portnoy, and it's the interview where Blind Mike gets the job. It's probably one of the greatest 10 minutes ever, and we'll eventually cover it here. But everyone's seen it.
Wait,
he
I haven't
goes-
seen it.
He
So
goes.
His job interview was videotaped.
It's the first interview for Dave Portnoy in his new
Okay.
business.
All right.
And
Wow.
Blind Mike stumbles up the stairs and he trips over the air conditioner. And all the people there are like, "What's wrong with this guy?"
No way.
And at the end, Blind Mike is so smart because at the end he goes, "Hey, by the way, I'm blind." And Dave Portnoy goes, "Oh, okay, that explains why you're so weird." And he's like, "Yeah." And then he leaves. And then everyone just laughs for like an hour because he tripped over everything on his way up.
Oh shit!
And
That's
that is why we're
amazing.
here. That is why we're here, people, because of that. And so
Oh, my God.
do
So
yourself a
awesome.
favor and go watch Blind Mike and Dave Portnoy. But then, Dave Portnoy was like, think of him like a young Howard Stern before the success. And so he used Blind Mike like as he is an entire whack pack. Like his entire whack was Blind Mike. So Blind Mike kind of got, an issue with that in the sense where he
Well,
just
no, we're gonna hear about this right now.
Oh, okay, great,
We should
great,
watch
great,
this
great.
before you
All right.
talk about it.
Oh, no, perfect. I was just giving some background. All right, here we go.
Speaking of Barstool,
That is a professional segue. You are welcome, my friends.
yes. Now there's certainly no reason I would kiss Barstool's ass. There's not any.
No.
There's no pending discussions going on. There's no reason that I like I said last week. There's no reason I would mention Barstool.
Can I give you a little sneak preview?
Do you see how tiny his hands were right there? Looked like. Have you ever seen Saturday Night Live where they're holding the tinier
Tiny
hands?
arm.
Yes. I love that
You
skit.
into Blind Mike's negotiations. Hey,
Whatever you need.
Dave,
Whatever you want.
Listen, the lowest I will take is $15,000 a year. We can give you 10.
Fine.
You got a deal.
Fine, I guess. I never
No,
said
really,
there were
what
negotiations.
what is the lowest that you would take to go back to Barstool? If you didn't have to move.
If I didn't have to move?
Don't say that. Give me.
Because
a
they're
real
in New
fucking
York
number.
now.
Don't
I'm
say
saying if
that.
I didn't have
Give
to
me-
move. Well,
give yourself some
living
self-respect.
living
Come
in
on.
New York is a lot different.
Again, before the troubles.
I'm living in New York. You're gonna be in the studio
Living
and
here?
wherever with Kirk. Yeah, wherever.
50 grand.
50 grand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respectable,
Alright, that's fair.
respectable livable wage.
1/3 of what they're gonna pay Dave Cullinane. Okay.
That's honestly why I love Blind Mike Gary, is that if you would have taken any 25-year-old at this age, they would have no answer to that question. This dude not only knows Howard Stern and opening Anthony at 25, he knows exactly how much he wants to be paid for podcasting.
That
And,
was the lowest he would take. 50
and a
grand.
reason and
The
a
lowest.
reasonable. No, but I'm saying that's a reasonable number for his skill level.
For the lowest amount.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't have his level of knowledge about myself as an entertainer till much later. He's
Self-awareness about his
Right.
place and what he could get for himself. Yeah, you're right. I do see that.
Mhm.
And how much did blindness play a factor in that, right? Because you have to sort of, in the same way where you're raising a kid young or taking care of your parents young, you're dealing with very serious adult issues young. And so all of a sudden you use to cope, maybe like listening to some podcasts, and all of a sudden this is something where you're 12 years old and you're like understanding it as an adult. I love the psychology of Blind Mike Gary, so I like talking about it.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
And what a trio we will be.
Be a friend. I truly think, and I've said this to him many times, I really think this, like, there is never going to be another Howard Stern because nothing can ever galvanize such a broad audience.
Yeah.
It just can't happen. We're just broken up now with the internet and everything.
Yes.
But I haven't seen such a mix of talent, great interviewing skill, great voice, understanding of the past, understanding of comedy and where it is currently, and a modesty. Like, there's just such a mix there that I haven't seen since Stern, a young Stern. And so that's why I always say that you're the next Stern. But I don't mean you're the next serious Stern or the next K-Rock Stern. I mean you're the next, young Stern, the next Connecticut, Detroit Stern. So anyway, what are your thoughts on that? Do you see any of that, or am I fucking high as shit?
Well, you are probably high as shit, but you're yeah. I mean, I can definitely see the maturity. I mean, until you pointed it out to me, I wasn't really looking at it that way. Yes, but for a guy to be kind of that age and kind of know his place and to be dealing with the people on this level, yeah, I think he was definitely a lot further along than we were when we were 26, brother.
And not only that, but to be able to be like, and today was just another level of it where it's like, oh, my producer went missing 30 seconds before the show. No worries, because you know what? I fucking run into dumpsters. So,
Yeah,
like,
right.
this is nothing compared to
Everything's-
my
yeah, everything's cake after that.
the perspective. Like, Howard's perspective was like, I'm an aggrieved victim all the time.
Yes.
And Blind Mike's is like, no, I'm a deserving victim. I find him a more credible kind of Howard Stern character. And I think that he's 31. I think that 30 years from now, you're going to look back on this guy's career and it's going to astonish you. But obviously 2030, the aliens are going to come and kill us all. So he's not going to get the chance.
Damn.
I'm trying to think.
The 3 best friends that anyone.
You trying to think? Is nothing
Nothing
happens?
It's hurting.
Hey-o.
Hurting myself. Oh, it's painful. Okay, go ahead.
I always say
Never
that hurts
mind.
my head.
Yeah.
It hurts my head.
Me and BF, yes, our boners touched on that one.
Could have.
Bit of a sword fight.
But I'll tell you the real reason I hate people going
Awesome.
after Barstool is because when I was there, I was a punching bag, and I signed up to have my disability mocked. But what a lot of people don't realize is
Signed up for
that I
it.
had to deal with like Big Cat and KFC messaging me privately over and over again to be like, are you sure this is okay? Are you sure you don't mind this? It's going to be a lot. You're going to get some shit on Twitter, to the point where I had to be like, hey, just throw a fucking wallet at my face. Quit being pussies about it. Fucking
Yeah.
make fun of me. These are sweet men. Like, they're nice guys. And I'm tired of people constantly saying that they're these awful, misogynist, racist pigs that just attack women.
I'm trying to look at those hands. Why are they so small? Why are they so small?
They do look small from that angle. I think it's the
Why
camera
do-
angle.
They're tiny little hands. DJ Electrify, please make a commercial tomorrow where Blind Mike is talking very seriously but with tiny hands.
Okay.
And attack
Your little
whoever.
stick
That's
hands.
not what they are at all. And because of a couple jokes that were made 10 years ago, I don't know what this company has to do.
His head is so much bigger than his hands. What is going on there? They took from the eyes and they took from the hands. That's the Blind Mike story.
To prove they're not sexist.
You don't hate women?
I don't hate women. I love the ladies.
Hey-o.
And that's how we end it.
He
Yeah.
does love the ladies.
Yeah.
And the thing is, be a friend.
Yo.
No one in this world has ever seen his woman, but she's
You have.
she's an Eastern European with blonde hair. That's all
Really?
I'll say.
Well,
Oh, wow.
hello.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She's a hottie. He's taken, ladies. Oh,
And
sorry.
he's kind of like, you are beautiful. You know?
With his little hands.
Yes.
I'm just saying that I haven't often thought about appearing in a threesome with a man, but a blind man sort of makes sense because he can't see your wiener. So.
Oh my
we